There's a lot of happy memories for me from that particular song as well. I was also, well into skate punk as a teenager and had that album too. I know that album got slagged off quite a lot.
Yeah.
Heavy Petting Zoo. A lot of people, like you mentioned, don't think of it as one of their better albums. But I loved it. I
loved it, but it might have been the time and the place for us. I think I had friends who were a bit older who listened to the other albums before, and they said, yeah, that's a bit rubbish. It does seem a bit more experimental and a bit different from the other albums, and I think at the time they thought it was going to be amazing. But I think they've listened back to it now and think, yeah, I don't play any songs live from it hardly, so I don't think they're as happy with it as they were at the time. But they were probably high on a lot of drugs.
I got into punk rock through The Offspring, through their album Smash. And I remember someone was saying, you've got to listen to NoFX. You've got to check out this band. They're great. You'd love them.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right. And my best friend at the time, he went and got the only NoFX album that they had at the local music store, which was Liberal Animation.
Yeah, always a mistake.
Which was like something they made when they were like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It is unlistenable for the most part.
Yeah.
And so we listened to that. I'm like, why would we be into this? Why would we have any interest? NoFX dropped off the radar for us completely, and we went and listened to other bands.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what's wrong with you? You've got to go and try again. And they gave me So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes, which is the album after this one.
Yeah.
Which is probably, arguably, their best album. A lot of people.
Well, I'd say not, but it's a good. I mean, you could argue about NoFX albums for a very long time, but yeah.
So what is your favourite one now? Curiosity has peaked.
My favourite one is probably White Trash, Two Heaves and a Bean. I'm not sure exactly why, but I think I know Punk in Drublic is probably seen as their watershed moment, but there's something still a bit raw about White Trash, Two Heaves and a Bean, and I think it was just them in their perfect state.
I think there's something quite raw about being in your back room surrounded by mountains of boxes and all sorts of homebrew bottles.
Christmas is coming
up. So why are we not in the store?
COVID, basically. We're not allowed to be. No drinking in the front room. So. And
because we've given ourselves a little tipple, we have to be back here recording
away from the public,
recording the show.
Yes, in this private room, basically. Yes.
Yeah, remind me to get a photo of this particular situation.
Well, hopefully none of the boxes will fall on top of you, but
that'd be nice. What's the next track?
So the next track is Properly Itself, Can You Dig It? The reason I chose August the 8th is me and my friends back in Leeds listened to that album and that song religiously, and so for every August the 8th we'd hold a massive big party in Roundhay Park, so we'd all get together wherever we were, and we'd tell each other that for the rest of our lives, wherever we are in the country, we'd meet back at Roundhay Park on August the 8th and just get drunk, whatever we were doing, wherever we were. And we did do that for about 10 years. Life does get in the way at the end. So yeah, the link here is Roundhay Park, basically. So the next song is Properly Itself, Can You Dig It? And they're one of the first bands I saw live. Basically in 1995, there was a free music festival called Heineken Festival in Roundhay Park. And there's loads of bands playing. Chumbawamba, Shane McGowan, Bitty McLean, Susie and the Banshees, Squeeze, Buzzcocks. Loads of bands and loads of up-and-coming Britpop bands as well. The one band that stood out for me was Properly Itself, who just absolutely blew my mind. I mean, I was 13, 14. Older kids at school were buying us warm cans of Heineken, and going down the front to see Properly Itself. It was absolutely amazing.